Welcome to Tim Nield. He is the boss of the AFL Inclusion Carnival. I'm not sure if that's the official title, but welcome to City Park Radio this afternoon. How are you, mate?
Good, mate. Yeah, good.
Good. You enjoying your time in Tassie?
Absolutely. Well, flew over from Melbourne today and the weather was appalling. So coming to Launceston, I think that was one of the worries.
It's been a nice day, may not be the warmest of days, but it has been a fine day. And I think we've got a pretty good week coming up ahead weather-wise. Now, tell us about the AFL Inclusion Carnival, what it's all about.
So this is its 5th year. So the AFL National Inclusion Carnival is, I guess, the elite, the talent program for players with an intellectual disability. And we have every state and territory represented here over this whole week, really.
And that's the first time all the states...
Second time, yeah. So last year it was on the Gold Coast.
Yeah.
Obviously this year...
Bit of a change.
Yeah, a bit of a change. So instead of shorts and tees, it's beanies and jackets. So,
rugged up. But the Queensland team are in here now. I think just about every single one of them have got a beanie on at the moment.
They've got the beanie on and they're inside. So.
It's got to be interesting.
But yeah, it's an amazing carnival, and I guess especially for the cohort that it represents is that, I guess it's an underrepresented community, and sometimes don't get provided with opportunities as such. So it's an amazing opportunity for the guys to get to experience a week away with teammates, represent their state or territory and pull on that jumper. It's a pretty big honour. So, it's an amazing event for everyone, really.
That's right. And so this is the second time it's been outside of Victoria. The first 3 years we're in Melbourne. We are the second interstate place. And where are we playing? Well, tomorrow's probably a bit of an exciting thing. It's a Lightning Carnival to begin with, and that's being played on our AFL ground here, where we're at the moment. That is UTAS Stadium.
Correct, yeah. So UTAS Stadium, games kick off at 9 o'clock. And we'll also be using Invermay as well. It's neighbouring oval. So, I think collectively tomorrow we've got 58 games.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so 7-minute halves, so short and sharp. And pretty much the purpose of that is all the teams want to play each other. But then after the Lightning Carnival, after tomorrow, we'll split into 2 divisions. So the top 4 will progress into Division 1 and the bottom 4 will go Division 2. So, and then from there we'll go into full-length games for the remainder of the week.
And they're played at some different ovals around Launceston?
Yeah, so we have Youngtown Oval, NTCA, University Oval. Perhaps we were talking while the show was on a song, and I think they've had a burst of water mains, so I think might be a bit of a bog hole there. So we might be coming back here for Thursday. But then what's really exciting for the guys as well is the Division 1 and Division 2 grand finals will be played as a curtain raiser out here at UTAS, which is unreal for the guys.
That's what we've been banging on for years. We need curtain raisers, and what better than this to see the grand finals. So it's a pretty exciting thing and experience for the guys.
And the other thing as well is, I guess, unfortunately not all guys can have the opportunity of curtain raiser, but what they will get is at half-time, all the players will be doing a lap of honour at half-time. So they'll get to lap it up and really sort of soak up the atmosphere.
Make sure we get down on the fence and give a high five all the way through.
For sure.
That's very exciting. Now, plenty of sponsors have got on board to help and make this thing happen, and obviously a lot from Tasmania.
Yeah, 100%. And I guess Tasmania and AFL Tasmania put in an amazing tender bid, and it was hard to look anywhere else really. We had some really good quality other tenders, but what they put up is amazing. And so we've got like I mentioned, AFL Tas, New Horizons Club, Tourism Northern Tasmania. I've also got the Hawks as well, and having the backing of an AFL club is unreal. And I guess something so this event sort of originated from a league that started in Victoria 28 years ago, where Hawthorn supported the creation of a regular competition, and that was 28 years ago, which has pretty much been the catalyst. A bit later down the track, but the fact that they're still involved is awesome to have them too. And we've also had the Department of Social Services come on board as well, and they want to sort of use this as International Day for People with Disability to sort of show what people with disability can do, break down that stigma that people with disability shouldn't be playing sports. So what better way than to show off what we're doing this week.
Absolutely perfect. Now we're going to have a chat to some of the athletes during the program up until 7 o'clock here on City Park Radio. But Tim, thank you for your time. We'll see you around over the next few days, and hopefully you enjoy the Launceston hospitality that we have here. Cheers. We are broadcasting live here from UTAS Stadium ahead of what will be a big week of footy for some absolute legendary athletes for the AFL National Inclusion Carnival. And there is not probably a bigger legend or a bigger pair of legends in Tasmania than Mr. Alan Dingo Dengate, a very big friend of the station here at City Park Radio, and Matthew, Bowen Constrictor. Bowen, how are we going, boys?
Good, thank you.
Good, thank you.
Good. You've got a big week ahead.
Yeah, we have. It's good that the Carnival's in Tassie this year, so all looking forward to it.
Now, you've been a member of this team for every year, Alan?
Yeah, 5 years now, so it's my 5th year.
Fifth year, and we get to have some home ground stuff going on. And one of the grounds, actually, tomorrow you'll be playing on is a ground very familiar to you, Invermay Park.
Yeah, that's right. I play cricket there, and we've trained a lot there, and yeah, I know a lot of it about it.
Yep. Now, Alan, you have been made the captain of this side. I thought probably about 3 years ago that was the last time you captained the state. Have you redeemed yourself?
Yeah, I think I have. Since we sacked you, Warnie, I have, I think.
Exactly. That was probably the move that needed to be made.
Yeah.
Pokey and I copped the sack, and you led the playing group.
Yeah, that's exactly right.
You said our position was untenable.
Yeah, that's
but you've
right.
got Macca in, and he's been a pretty good acquisition to the side.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. And now we've got Darren Geard as an assistant coach now. So
I heard that you didn't want Geardy though.
Yeah, no, I didn't want him. That's right.
Now, Geardy does know his stuff. He does work with Tasmanian State League teams, and he's a very knowledgeable man, and I'm sure that he will be able to provide you with plenty of insight into the game. But the bloke that provided me a lot of insight over my shoulder was Matthew Bowen. Now, Bowen, are you looking forward to the week?
Yeah.
Now, what are you most looking forward to? I've got a feeling it might be kicking a couple of sausage rolls out on the ground.
Yeah.
Have you got a new celebration for us? You're keeping that one under wraps, I think, Bowen, because the crowds here will get very excited if they see the Bowen Constrictor come out. I do remember at Victoria Park.
Yeah.
What happened there? Kick to go, and then what did you do? You got you celebrated very hard. What did you think of the celebrations there, Dingo?
Yeah, it was pretty cool. Remember they put your Bowen Constrictor up on the board?
Yeah.
That's pretty cool, wasn't it?
Up on the screen. Now, some of your sayings out on the ground, Bowen, you are probably the loudest bloke out on the field. Have you got a few new sayings? What's your go-to? Hit 'em hard? What else? What else might you give him? What would you be saying to Dingo if he's in the midfield and he looks too scared to go in for the ball? What would you be telling him?
Lift your game a bit, Dingo.
And it needs to. How many times do you reckon you'll be saying that over this week? Or do you think that Dingo could be just about a chance to be best on for the tournament?
Couple.
He'll get a couple of kicks. That's what I reckon across the whole week.
I'm hoping to get a couple of kicks at least.
Where will you be playing, Dingo?
I don't know. Probably back in the midfield, Warnie.
Yep. Now, you've got a lot fitter over the last couple of years.
I have.
You've been doing a fair bit of running.
Yeah, I did 21 Ks just then. Just before
Do you realise tomorrow we are here for a Lightning Carnival? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
There's 7
6,
games, mate.
7 games.
Yeah.
Tasmania are playing tomorrow.
I backed my fitness in the morning.
So you're going to be right. Well, you're going to have to run out the games when you are in the midfield doing that. Do you reckon he'll be able to, Bowen?
Probably.
Can you run with him?
We'll better catch him.
No, he's too quick. Dingo is a machine. You still umpiring, Dingo?
Yeah, still umpiring. We'll have our umpires out here tomorrow, so they're all looking forward to it as well.
Do you reckon they might try to stitch you up a little bit though?
No, I reckon they got me. They're going to look after me. I've worded them up to look after me. That's the most important bit.
Right.
Of this carnival, I said.
You need to be looked after.
I need to be looked after.
Hopefully we won't see you at the tribunal.
No.
That would be a good thing. All right, lads. Who are a couple of players that you think we need to watch out of the Tasmanian side this week?
All right. We got Jordan here, who's one of our senior players, our vice captain. He's played very well over the past 2 carnivals, I think it is. He's gone really well. Young Dennis, wherever he is, he's somewhere around here. He's up the other end there. You seen him out here one day, Warnie, and you said, "Whoa, why wasn't he in my team?"
Oh, exactly.
His tackle pressure is pretty good, so they're my 2 players.
Yeah. And what do you reckon, Bowen? How do you think Brody can do a celebration as well? Are they as good as your celebrations, though?
I don't know, probably.
But Justin, he's one of your favourite players, isn't he? Justin plays some pretty good footy. What position do you think he'll be playing? Where do you reckon he'll be?
He's in the back line, mate, because he can't kick goals.
Can't kick goals.
Why not? What happens when he gets in front of goal?
Tends to miss.
I tell you what, Warnie, last training on the last Wednesday, we sat there for 40 minutes before he actually kicked the goal.
40 minutes?
40 minutes, I reckon it would have been. Jeez. Everyone come in and we were still waiting on him to kick one.
And you sacked me from the team.
Yeah.
All right. Well, Thank you for joining us here on City Park Radio, boys. We'll be checking out the game. So tomorrow we'll be able to see you here at UTAS Stadium and at Invermay Park.
Yep.
And we've got a nice big squad in this year, being in our home state.
Yep.
Are we going to put on a show?
Hopefully. Yeah. Hopefully these boys get a good night's sleep and turn up.
They will. I'm sure they will. Thanks, lads. We'll talk to you very soon.
Thank you.
Joining us here at the AFL National Inclusion Carnival for 2018, which is here in Launceston for this year, the 5th year that this has been in existence. We have from Queensland, Daniel, the coach. Welcome.
Oh, hey, mate. How's it going?
And we also have Brad, who is the vice-captain of the side. How are we going?
Good.
Good. Are you enjoying your time in Tassie? When did you get down here?
Oh, small, Sarvi.
Yeah, and what was the temperature difference, do you think, getting off that plane here in Launceston?
Normal.
Oh, it was all right, was it? Not too bad? Because it's going to be a bit chilly to what you'd be expecting, I think, being from the sunny Queensland state.
Yeah.
How do you go on colder days for your games?
You'll
be right?
Yeah.
Wait and see, I think.
Wait and see. I'm interested to see how many long sleeves might be pulled out by some of the teams, because I know that there were a few when I was coaching the Tassie boys, even in Victoria, they thought they needed. And Victoria, that's a lot warmer than what we have here in Tassie, but we're very lucky. Now, Daniel, here in Launceston, is this your first time down to Tassie?
I came a couple of times when back in my footy days, but it's the first time with the boys, yeah.
And so what got you involved in being part of the Queensland inclusion side?
Well, I've worked in a disability field for a while, and about 5 years ago we came together and put the first Queensland team together. So before that we hadn't had a team in the inclusion carnival, and alongside AFL Queensland, our organisation sort of worked together and came up with a team, and I've loved it ever since.
Perfect.
Yeah.
And it was good fun for you guys last year having it on the Gold Coast.
Yeah, no, it was unreal, and it was the first time we've ever made Division 1, which was unreal as well. So yeah, no, couldn't have been happier.
Very exciting. Now, Brad, what position do you play out on the field?
Midfield.
Midfield, yep. So who do you liken yourself to as an AFL player? You're someone that will rack up plenty of touches. I'm an AFL fantasy coach, but I have you in my fantasy side for this week.
I hope so.
So you'll get a bit of the ball, will you?
Yeah. Lots of +4s.
Loves the tackle, do you?
Loves the tackle.
Loves the tackle. Now, who are some of the players from your side that we should look out for, do you reckon, during the week? Who are some of the better players?
Robbie.
Robbie, yep.
Yeah.
So what makes Robbie a good player? What makes him a good player?
Goals.
He kicks goals, does he?
Goals.
Right. So how many do you think we can expect from him across the week?
I reckon 10.
10? You beauty. Well,
I think he's done 22 straight with no behinds.
Really?
For all his carnivals, yeah. So
that's pretty amazing.
He's a 10 ID.
And he will kick straight all here. Well, have a look at this ground out here. It could not be a better ground. Probably if at the moment we don't have the lights on, but UTAS Stadium, probably one of the best grounds that you'll ever play on, one of the nicest surfaces, so get excited about that. So, being in Tasmania, we did say it's a little bit colder here. Do you think that will be an advantage for the Tasmanians, or do you think you'll be able to knock them off tomorrow when you take them on?
Nah. I reckon we'll just do our game, play our game.
Yep, so you're hoping to get into Division 1 again this year? Yep. All right, well, we'll be looking forward to seeing that. So, Daniel, a couple of players that you might look at over this week for us if we're coming along to check out some of the games. So, who do you think we should watch?
We've got a pretty even team this year, but no, we've got a few new guys. We've got Dylan that'll be coming, young guy over here that'll be playing probably through the midfield and down back, and he's a young kid coming through, so he's probably one to watch. And then, just some of our more experienced boys like Josh Correa, who's our captain. Yep. And a few of those boys will just do the usual thing.
Awesome.
Got a
now,
bit of experience.
Does the team sort of come from right across the state?
Yeah, so initially when we started 5 years ago, it was 90% from the Gold Coast.
Yep.
But, over the last 5 years, the AFL's worked on expanding it out, and we've got about 4 or 5 from Sunny Coast, a few from up north, and a few from Gold Coast and Brizzy. So it's very much a more even team this year than in previous years, which is great.
And to finish the carnival, we do have a game here, Hawthorn and Gold Coast. So are there many Gold Coast supporters amongst the group?
Yes. We've got a few.
So you go for them, Brad? Yep. You're a Suns supporter?
Yeah, no, we got a few fanatical ones. A few of them I take to the Suns home games every week. So yeah, they're looking forward to it.
Did you go there last weekend?
Yeah, we did. It was.
That would have been thrilling, but on the wrong end of it.
It was thrilling, but it went from ecstasy to despair very quickly.
All right, well, thank you. Good luck to the Queensland side. Thanks, Daniel. Thanks, Brad, for being with us here on City Park Radio. Looking forward to checking you guys out across the week. And we're going to count up your tackles. How many do you reckon? How many are you aiming for the week?
I don't know.
Let's have 100.
About 50.
About 50, all right. Well, that's going to be a nice 200 points towards your fantasy score for this week. Good luck to the Queensland boys here in the AFL National Inclusion Carnival. Thanks, boys. Very special drive timers. We're at UTAS Stadium for the National Inclusion Carnival for the AFL, and we've got 4 of Tasmania's best with us. I think these guys are definitely better than we saw with Dingo before, so I think they'll all agree. Let's welcome Vinny. How are you, mate?
Yeah, good, mate.
Good. You're back for what? How many times have you been at the carnival?
4 or 5.
Yeah. So you're looking forward to having this in your home state?
Yeah, bloody has been.
Excellent. We've got also Justin, who is a veteran of the side too, and very good at a lot of different sports. How are you, Justin?
Good. How are you, mate?
Very well. Very well. Also got Beau here. Beau, welcome.
Oh, hey.
How are you going, mate?
Yeah,
how many times have you been to the carnival? Or is this your
two years.
Second time?
Yeah.
So you're on the Gold Coast last year?
Yeah, I went to Queensland.
Yeah, you enjoyed that one?
Yeah, it was pretty good. It was pretty warm over there.
Yeah, a little bit different to what we've got here.
Yeah, it's cold down here.
And we also have George. Now, George, you've been a part of the carnival a couple of times as well, mate.
Yeah.
Are you looking forward to the games this week?
Yeah, I am. So can't wait, that's all.
It's going to be very fun. Now, who do you play for on a weekend? Do you still play for South Launceston?
No, not anymore.
Not anymore. Do you play any footy as well?
No.
No, not anymore. This is what you focus on now.
Yeah.
The Inclusion Carnival. Very good. All right, let's go with Justin. Did you miss last year because you were representing Australia
I did, yes.
in the cricket? You were over in England, weren't you?
I was, yeah.
Let the team down.
Let the team down. Oh, well, I'll tell you what, the team didn't do too badly, though, did it, Vinny?
Nah, I got in the grand final. It was pretty good.
Got in the grand final, which is great last year. It was a very good effort by the Tasmanian side to make the grand final up on the Gold Coast. Now, Vinny, you're going around telling everyone, hey, have a look at the TV screens. I am the poster boy of the AFL National Inclusion Carnival. Are you going to be signing any autographs tonight?
If people come ask me for some, I will.
You will? All right. Well, I'm going to get my my book signed by you because I've got that right in front of me right now. And I can see your pitch there. Now, Vinny, you're a midfielder?
Yeah.
What do you reckon? Are you going to rack up some big fantasy points this week?
Yeah. We'll see what the week pans out. The first game's going to be tough.
Yeah, what time do you play tomorrow morning?
9:25.
9:25 against Victoria Country, who will be one of the tough teams, won't they?
Yeah, tough team to watch.
Now, Beau, who do you think might be some of the toughest teams that we'll be taking on over the next few days?
Probably Queensland.
Probably Queensland.
Yeah.
So were they pretty good last year?
Yeah, there was.
Yeah. And so what makes them good, do you think?
They're just good.
Do you think, though, that because they're used to 25-degree days, and it's probably going to be, I think in that first game tomorrow, it's going to be about 3 degrees.
Yeah.
Do you reckon that could be our advantage?
No.
Oh, you don't think so?
No.
Have some confidence. I reckon Macca will have you guys up and about. Now, tell me about Macca as the coach. Have you been to most of the training runs?
Yes.
You have been? And what sort of stuff have you guys been doing at training?
Just handballing and stuff like that, learning other stuff.
Yep. What position do you play?
Forward or
up in the forward line.
Back or
so do you reckon you might kick a couple of snags?
Probably not.
No,
I'll try.
I think you need to have a bit more confidence about yourself because I'm hearing that you are one of the players to watch for the week. George, how do you think Beau will go?
I reckon pretty good.
He'll be pretty good. Now, what number do you wear? Can you remember?
No, I can't remember.
Can't remember. What number are you, Beau?
9.
Number 9. Justin?
18.
18.
Yeah.
And Vinny?
Number 12.
Number 12.
Lucky 12.
You remember
Number
now?
3.
Number 3. So, now, George, you are a Western Bulldog supporter.
No.
Tell me about how their season's going so far this year.
They're not good this year.
Why not? What do they need to
do? We just lost
They're
Wood.
chokers.
Yeah, losing a few
weekend.
players, a few injuries. So hopefully they'll be a bit better this week. Who do you go for, Beau? Hawthorn. So are you excited about hopefully playing out here on Saturday? Hopefully the side can make the grand final.
Yeah.
And play before the Hawks. At half-time you get to run around the boundary as well, give some high fives. So who's your favourite Hawthorn player?
Luke Hodge.
Luke Hodge. But he's not at Hawthorn anymore. Does that disappoint you?
Yeah.
Who else do you like then?
Oh, Buddy Franklin. Not Buddy Franklin. That
He's
one.
not there. All your favourite players are leaving the club. What are they
Buddy
doing?
Franklin. I forgot.
What about Roughhead?
Yeah, Roughhead.
He's a good player.
Yeah.
Justin, you're a Swans fan.
Yeah.
They're going all right, aren't they?
Swans fan, mate. So yeah.
And Vinny, who do you barrack for?
North Melbourne, mate.
North Melbourne. They're going pretty well this year, aren't they?
Yep.
All right, lads, thank you for joining us here on City Park Radio. We're looking forward to seeing how the Tassie side goes over the Carnival.
Thanks,
Just make sure that you put in nice and hard because we've got to show all these teams from the other states how good we are as Tasmanians.
Yep, right.
Thanks for being with us,
Cheers,
boys.
mate.
Cheers.